Hello, and welcome to episode 84 of the 21 Handshake Marketing Podcast. Thank you so much for listening today. We love this podcast, and it's very fun for us to record here at 21 Handshake because we love to learn. This podcast gives us an outlet to not only learn, but to teach what we are learning here. And so we just absolutely love that. So thank you for listening. If you are new around here, I am Sarah, an account manager here at 21 Handshake, and today I am flying solo without my co-anchor Alex, who had to attend some meetings. I will be talking about a frequently asked question that our team gets regarding our 9-step digital marketing process. If you have listened to, any of our podcasts lately, we have been talking over each of these steps of the 9-step digital marketing process. It's a hot topic here at 21 Handshake, and we've been approaching all different avenues of each step, from strategy side, from execution side, and how our team handles each of those 9 steps. But today I wanted to take a moment to run through some frequently asked questions that we have received regarding this digital marketing process. Because as we always tell our clients, if one person is asking this question, you bet others are asking them as well. So if you don't know what the 9-step process is, it is our digital marketing solution that takes businesses from a foundation to a framework to a front door, or rather kind of broadcasting out strategy to your target market. This is a proven process that when our clients have used it, they have gone from unknown to market authority. So it really does work. And that's why we wanted to make this available to everyone to use, because when this process is used, it can generate your business leads. We are so excited and pumped about it. And we have a whole overview of the process on episode 68. So if you haven't listened to that episode, go back and listen to it. It is full of great information on what each of the 9 steps are. But to quickly run through each step, the first step is market identity. And that step, we dive deep into who your ideal buyer is and who those target personas within that ideal buyer are. We also get a kind of handle, lay of the land on who out there in the market needs to hear your messaging. Who do you serve, and who is your product or service best fit for? Next, we move into brand story, and that is really getting clear on your messaging of who you are, what you do, and why you do it. This is a story that not only you can send your future clients, your prospects, send to your current clients, put on your website, social media, but also that your employees can rally behind. So everybody knows the same message moving forward. So anyone they encounter can know exactly who you are and what you stand for. The next step of this foundation level is the web hub. And that's where you are making it visible to the world, refreshing your website, doing a new website with all this messaging that you have laid out, and also talking to that target audience. You've laid that out in steps 1 or 2. Now you broadcast it through your website. The next step we call laying the framework, because this goes over social consistency. Again, making sure all those social accounts that you're on have that same messaging that you have determined in the foundation step. Step 5 is content generation. This step is kind of an ongoing step. So you're always going to be putting new content out there, whether that be through your blog, email, video, so many avenues these days to put out good content. And that just is a continuing basis that you're continuing to do that. Step 6 of the framework is tool to market exposure. What good is your content if no one's seeing it? And that is why we put some market exposure behind it through either social ads or through PPC ads, depending on where your audience is coming from. Or maybe we do both. We want to do what gets leads for our clients. And so we will run through multiple different platforms, seeing which one is best fit. The next part of this we call the front door. So that goes through social listening to what people are saying, monitoring reviews, replying to reviews, tracking and refining. This is a lot of deep dive reporting, because how do we know what to do next if we don't know where you've been? And the final step to really build that market authority for you is to really dive deep into search engine optimization. That is when we will work on backlinks and really search engine optimizing your keywords, really honing in on what people are searching for in Google that is going to lead them to you. So that's a little bit of the 9-step marketing process. And now we get to answer some questions that we have received about it. And that's going to be super fun. And let's dive in. All right. So first up, how long will this take? Yes, this is a big question that we get. It's 9 steps. How long will it take? For just strategy, we can usually get that done in about 9 weeks. For strategy plus execution, we like to create a long-term partnership with clients. And usually that's at the least 6 months and at the best, ideally a year or more. This allows us to really get to know your business and see results. And as I kind of mentioned when I was going over each of those steps, we will spend a lot of time in that content generation, total market exposure, tracking and refining SEO areas when we are looking at that long-term partnership. That is kind of an ongoing, continual basis. And we have found that that works great in our long-term partnerships, that we really are just continually creating content and connecting with your target audience. Next question, what can I do with $10,000? So we understand that every business might be at a different step in the 9-step process. For example, you may have just redone your website, or you might have just done a brand story. And we understand that. So first question I would ask clients when approached with like a budget concern, I would ask them, what is your top goal with digital marketing? Most of the time, the answer will be lead generation. So for that step, I would focus on steps 5 through 9 again, the content generation, total market exposure, search engine optimization, tracking, and refining. So usually what I would say when we go into this type of budget situation, how and where can we be most effective to get you those leads? So we would go directly to content generation first. Let's create a few video ads that fit within that budget framework. Let's use traffic ads to warm up your audience. Then let's do some lead ads with a CTA to gain trust and authority. And next, let's convert those that have been interested in your ad into buyers. How much time will this take is another question we get. For our strategy clients, the work is up to them with our guidance. So we give you the tools that you will need to execute. We give you accountability. We are there to listen, and also a little bit of teaching, but then you must go out and execute that. For strategy plus execution clients, it really comes down to the step we are in of how much time it will take out of your time. So we might need more input up front for identifying the market and creating your brand story, but then it might get a little less of your time as we move more into getting to know your business better and wrapping our minds around that target audience. Ideally, with our best clients, we like to meet via Zoom calls or in person every week or every other week to brainstorm ideas and learn what's new in your business and, what's kind of happening in the trenches type of thing. And also that helps us gather new content to move forward to continue to speak to your target audience. Will you work with my internal team? Yes, we love having a designated contact that we can talk to, who can be our go-to person for answers. We will usually add them to our Slack channel so we can have a direct line of communication during business hours with them. Anytime they have a question, we can be available to answer that. We really feel like having an internal contact really makes the process work better because you have someone who is really owning it on your end, and that can help, guide us to creating the best content and getting us the best answers. So there's kind of no holdups along the way. Another question we often get is, my business doesn't transact online. Will this still work? Yes. Actually, most of our clients don't have e-commerce, but they have received huge leads that have led to contacts via our digital marketing process. So yes, you can transact online, but you don't have to transact online. Not necessary for this digital marketing process at all. What is my return on investment? Well, of course, right? We don't want to just be throwing money away. What is going to be my return on investment? So in our initial meetings, we will discuss goals to determine what metrics are key performance indicators, KPIs, that we will hold ourselves to. For example, most metrics we track for clients include traffic to site, contact us, page visits, form fill outs, social ad campaign metrics, which usually is like measured clicks. How many clicks did it get back to your website, or clicks to convert, and PPC campaigns. So the ROI really changes from client to client, just depending on what their goals are. That is why it's very important in those initial meetings that we lay out what those goals are. Do I have to sign a long-term contract? As I mentioned in one of our first questions that we get, our best clients who see success on an ongoing basis, they usually sign a 12-month contract. That being said, we can work with you to come up with a plan that fits your budget, whether that is on a 3-month, a 6-month, or a 9-month contract. Just remember that success doesn't happen overnight. Our best clients have worked with us for years. Do I need to be local to your office? That is the magic of digital marketing. While we love meeting our local clients weekly or bi-weekly, many of our national clients, we do an initial in-person meeting, and then we meet weekly or bi-weekly via Zoom call. I only need social media help. Can I still work with you? Yes, we love social media. But again, we would start with, what are your goals? Let's be on social to meet those goals, not to just be there. We want your business to generate new leads. And crafty messages in ad campaigns on social media can definitely help you generate those leads. We need to know the goal. If that is your goal when we meet, or is it awareness, or is it traffic? Yes, we can help you on social media, but let's have a goal that we need to go after. Do you do branding? We get this question a lot. And while we are not a branding specific agency, we can help you craft your messaging, your business message, brand message by diving deep into buyer persona and target buyers. And we can help you revise your brand assets. Branding as itself is a very specific marketing process. And so if you're looking at a whole brand redevelopment, we would reach out to one of our trusted partners and bring them on board to really help you dive deep into creating a new brand if that was your goal. How do you handle reporting? We send out a monthly report that goes over those agreed upon metrics or goals, or KPIs, key performance indicators. We use Google Analytics, we use social media metrics, SEO programs to determine reporting. We package that all up in a nice tidy report and send that over to you. Like I said, if you don't know where you've been, how do you know where you're going? Reporting is very important to us. And while we only send that report to you monthly, we are constantly looking at those metrics as a team on a daily or weekly basis and adjusting your strategy to meet your business goals. Well, that covers most of the questions that we get asked. But if you have more about the 9-step process or anything else related to digital marketing, We love to talk with you. We love to talk with people. We love to talk with clients and help them understand more about digital marketing. Please connect with us on any of our social media channels at 21 Handshake because we would love to answer any questions you have. If you like this episode, we would love it if you left a review on iTunes or any of the other platforms. Give us a thumbs up or share it with a friend. It really does help us get out the word about the show. Until next time.